Do 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 do. Do 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 do. In this video, we will follow US 60 from Cestos through Seiling to Chester, Oklahoma. At the end of the last video, we made it to Cestos. Boasting a population around 500 and a busy flour mill in the early 1900s, the mid-19 saw local agriculture shift from grain to cattle, making the flour mill and the town obsolete. Cestos is a near ghost town today.
Why it doesn't want me to stay on this road. Where I'm going is on this road. Maybe it knew this truck was going to be on this road. Some of these passing lanes are sort of blind. They look open until something comes over the next hill.
Start recording emergency video.
Past this guy and then past the truck next.
currently, US 60, when we get to Main Street, which is also US 270, it turns left with 270 and goes around town to the north. Earlier, maps from the 1950s actually show that US 60 turned right on Main and went to the southeast before turning north through the east side of town, crossing back over Shepherd Street. While I found it difficult to believe that 60 didn't take the shorter route, 1 block east on Shepherd from Main to Elm, I will follow the route from the maps. That's one of the busiest directional signs I've ever seen. Seiling was once home to a horse racing track nicknamed Little Louieville, after the home of the Kentucky Derby. The original track, a half-miler, was built around 1900, and the local racing association was incorporated in 1935. The track was home to several firsts in Oklahoma horse racing, including the first stationary starting chute and the first electric starting gate. After 2 years of losses, the track called it quits in 1952. Yeah, Elm Street. Now, Elm used to come in, we passed the original, they've turned it a little bit. It used to come in straight right there. You can actually sort of see the old road bed, and here's the very end of it. So it was more of a direct, you turned and went due north instead of
Southeast 4th Street, then take the 3rd right.
I don't know why she wants me to do that. This runs right back to where we're going. It came into town on. I'm not sure why, just looking at the maps, it made sort of that circle around the south of town, and then our partial circle, and then went straight north through town on Elm. I don't know why it didn't come straight through on the street that it came in on from the west, because that was the street we just passed, which is Shepherd. But it didn't. It went around to the south and then cut back north.
On North Elm Street.
There you go. I'm wanting to think it did that into the 50s when the road that connected Main Street with that sort of forked off to the east and carried, 270 went west at the fork and northwest, and 60 went northeast. I don't know when the road that took 60 off on that side was built, but what'll actually wind up happening is we'll come up, you can see ahead of us, that's actually current and former US 60. So this may have been the only road that went due north out of town. Maybe Shepherd Street didn't go all the way through town like it does now. Bouncy. Alright, here we go. In the next video, we will follow US 60 from Chester eastbound to Cedar Springs, Oklahoma. Please check the video description below for links to several online resources that made this trip and video possible. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now.